6 o'clock. Good morning. Thank you for being with us on THV 11, streaming on THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm Hayden Balgavy. Happy Thursday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Tracy Bean back with us for a first check of your forecast. Now, Ashley King's in the house, hopefully with smooth sailing on your traffic this morning.
I hope so.
Yes, so far, so good.
Looks quiet outside.
Yeah, it's been quiet. Knock on wood and everything else.
Or Micah.
We've had some stuff going on this week, it seems like. There's been a few things, but yeah, hopefully today will be okay.
Well, we've got one more day of that intense heat, and then we're going to start to see some changes weather-wise, and that could impact some of your commutes if maybe you're heading to Northwest Arkansas. But here in Central Arkansas, I don't think that's necessarily going to be any issue for driving. But this morning, starting out with this beautiful sunrise, just had officially starting the day about 6 minutes ago. We are starting to see those temperatures already at 77, sunny skies, and humidity around 88%. Went up a little degree there. We're looking at southwesterly winds around 11 miles per hour. So again, we always like a breeze, but we still have our weather impact alert today. One last day of this intense heat, but we're going to start to see some showers and storms into the weekend. And we do have separately a frontal boundary pushing into Northwest Arkansas late tonight, and that could bring us some little spotty showers tomorrow. Maybe as your commute's getting going and even into the morning. But rain will be a little bit more widespread into the weekend. But that's all it means to this. Cooler and less humid next week. It's going to be gorgeous. But today, you're just making sure you're drinking enough water and keeping an eye on each other and just taking those breaks if you do have to be outside. We're going to see those heat index values near or above 105 degrees. So 77 in Central Arkansas, 79 in Hot Springs. Again, lots of 70s, but we are going to see those highs today in the low to mid 90s, and that will continue to see our heat index value in those triple digits. So keeping that in mind, just keep, of course, safe and make sure that we are looking good, because it's going to feel a little bit better as we're heading into next week, which is great news for us all. Ashley?
Thank you, Tracy. Right now, things are looking great around Central Arkansas. We don't have any accidents. When I came in yesterday, there was already an accident, but today it looks like we're in the clear. Getting a look right now, that sun just looks hot already, and it's only 6:03. This is over the Arkansas River, 430 bridge here, and you can see the sun coming up. It is beautiful, but yeah, like you heard Tracy say, it's going to be another hot day. Looking at our live traffic map, it's all green right now. We don't have any slowdowns or accidents, no incidents to talk about. We'll check it again coming up.
She was shot to death, and he was shot to his head. I mean, a gunshot to his head. 5 years old. Who would do that?
Now, a thrilling breakthrough in a case that left a family wondering what happened to Shaquilla Watts and her 5-year-old son the night police found them dead 6 years ago, December 29th. Police found the pair shot in their Wynn Street apartment. They also found bullet casings on the scene, but few other clues, with detectives asking the public for help about a year later. Those bullets eventually proved vital, according to the court documents filed this week by Garland County prosecutors. They say they're tied to this man, 26-year-old Simon Isaiah Sertouche. He is in custody on separate charges in Louisiana, and he's now facing 3 capital murder charges here, 2 for the deaths of Watts and her son, and another from Christmas Eve in 2020, accusing him of taking part in the killing of 18-year-old Ethan Mathis 4 days before Watts. The Hot Springs Police Department expressing gratitude for the years of diligent work that led up to these charges. Prosecutors are now working to extradite Sertouche from Louisiana. Developing in Conway, Local 4016, the city's Firefighters Association is back again, continuing their fight for better pay. It's a story we've been following since last year, and there's been little change. Some union members say they're being pushed to the limit. THV 11's Maya Ellison breaks down the staffing shortage and how it could eventually affect public safety.
Our general fund is not near as big as North Little Rock's general fund. I have said, if we can get close, I think we could keep our firefighters.
That was Conway Fire Chief Mike Winter during last year's budget meeting, raising concerns about staffing shortages echoed by the city's firefighters union. Now, earlier this year, voters approved a sales tax aimed at funding capital improvements, something union leaders say could also support recruitment and retention.
The citizens of Conway supported us in the election and passed a tax for our capital tax for our capital equipment purchases. The city said could be available to help with the recruitment, pay retention for the rest of the fire department.
But Desmond Lewis, president of Conway Firefighters Association Local 4016, says they've seen little change.
Just for recruitment and retention and competitive pay, it's been very, very minimal, and we haven't seen anything for the future.
The union recently took those concerns to social media, pointing to ongoing struggles with staffing and pay.
Compared to other departments of similar size, we're pretty close to $20,000 difference. It would just only make sense for these young guys to either get their training here and then move to other departments where they're going to make more money, or just start off at other departments.
I reached out to city officials who declined to comment, but Ward 1 Councilman Andy Hawkins says interest in the department is still strong.
The next testing that they had scheduled, there were over 100 people scheduled to take the test.
Yeah, we might have 100 show up or 100 apply, then we end up with 50 that maybe show up for the test, and then you cut the people that don't pass the test. We end up with a very small hiring pool.
A concern firefighters say translates to fewer people on the trucks.
We still have 2 personnel on rigs most of the time. That's not safe.
They say until pay and staffing improve, the problem won't go away.
We're not asking for anything special. We just want to be on a level playing field with other departments.
In Conway, Maya Ellison, THV 11 News.
The union also points to early retirements as a growing challenge and says it will continue pushing for competitive pay. Again, we've reached out to the city for comment, and we'll update you when or if we hear back.
About a week after a soft opening, Saras Resort Casino is ready to fire on all cylinders with its $600 million hotel expansion now open. The 14-story, 318-room hotel is designed with high rollers and those who aspire to be in mind. A third of the rooms are suites. Chief Marketing Officer Carlton Safa showed us some of the amenities. When combined with the 1,600-seat event center, Saracen is now fully operational and, in their words, able to build on the economic promises the Quapaw Nation made when the tribe won the right to build it.
So Saracen is a $600 million bet on Pine Bluff. And 70% of our workforce lives in Jefferson County. The most meaningful thing that Saracen can do for this community is not the millions of dollars in taxes, it's the jobs.
And now that the hotel is open, the resort employs more than 700 people. Now, unfortunately, during our tour, Saracen officials got some sad news that this weekend's John Legend concert has been postponed. The superstar has a death in his family. His tour stop had been billed as the big curtain raiser for the new event center. Instead, Legend will perform on August 8th. People with tickets for Saturday's show can use them for the new date. If you can't make it, Saracen is offering refunds.
Now let's check in with meteorologist Tracy Bean in the forecast as we continue our Thursday.
Yeah, we still have our weather impact alert today, and for that intense heat, just one more day, friends. Now, we're still going to see those temperatures a bit warm as we're heading into your Friday, but that feels like temperature will be much different. Today, we are looking at that feels like the heat index to be right around 103 in central Arkansas by 4 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll see plenty of sunshine today. We've got a little wind out there. That's at least helping move things around. Now, tomorrow's going to be a bit of a change. We've got a frontal boundary making its way into the state. We see more of that northerly flow. You see a bit more cloud cover, you see a bit more rain. So again, we're going to see those temperatures a little bit lower tomorrow, and the wind's not going to be quite as high, but we could see some severe weather in northwest Arkansas late tonight, really just winds and maybe some smaller hail. By the time it gets to central Arkansas, should just mainly be some rain showers. But as we're heading into the weekend, we're going to have to keep that umbrella and that radar handy. We'll talk a little more about it coming up in my full forecast.